Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Ghada Radwan from the Opening Academy and this video to Zahra Amina. Assalamu alaikum Zahra. How are you? Good, alhamdulillah. So Zahra, as you know, this month we stopped the rules of Tajweed. We just recited the Quran. So we start to recite from Surah Al-Haqqa, and now we on Surah Al-Hashr. Okay, just we start a new rule of al-makharij and صفات الحروف, al-makharij, the articulation points and the qualities of the letters. So we just start with a small part of it. So let me remind you. I will share with you now the screen to see what we have. So you see now مخارج الحروف. المخارج الحروف, the articulation points of letters. Okay, and I tell you the meaning of makhraj, or the articulation points, means the place actually the sound of letter comes from. Okay, so every letter, okay, comes from specific place يعني on our يعني throat or mouth. Okay, so the articulation points means the place, okay, the sound of letter comes from. So this is the articulation points, and inshallah we will study the qualities. I know we studied before the qualities, but يعني like a quick revision about it. But the articulation points, so we have 5 major areas of the speech system. Okay, 5 major areas of speech system. First thing, we have the empty space in the mouth and throat, and we know it means al-jawf. Okay, we call it in Arabic al-jawf. Okay, great. So the first one is the empty space in the mouth and throat. We call it al-jawf. So we can say al-jawf. Okay. Second thing, the throat. Okay. Then the tongue, the lips, in the nasal cavity. So I have 5 major articulation points. I have the al-jawf, throat, tongue, lips, and nasal cavity. So first one, the empty space, or al-jawf, okay, comes from what? It has like one articulation point of 3 letters of med. You know letters of med? Alif med, waw med, ya med. Alif med, waw med, and ya med. And as you know, الألف, it's preceded by فتحة, الياء preceded by كسرة, الواو preceded by ضمة. So I have the different shapes when I pronounce these letters. الواو, my lips actually have this same, like have a circle, okay? Woo. And when I pronounce الألف med, okay? And when I pronounce الياء, ya med, yi, okay? And you know actually how we like describe what we feel when we pronounce these 3 letters of med. Okay. Okay. So, and then the throat, we just take the jawf. But let me remind you about the throat. Okay, you know throat, when we talked about the rules of nun sakina and tanween, and the rule of izhar, الهمزة والهاء والعين والحاء والغين والخاء, we called it throat letters. That means these letter comes from the throat. Okay, and inshallah we will study this tomorrow by details. Then we have the tongue and the lips and the nasal cavity. So this is that we talked about this month. I know this month we just recited, mashallah, a lot of surahs of the Quran, and you are so smart, Zahra. And mashallah, you read well. So see you inshallah tomorrow, and have a nice day, Zahra.